today, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Oklahoma City Bisons versus Gardner Minshew and the Portland Snowhawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Snowhawks and the Oklahoma City Bison. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And a fair catch call for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm. And that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 12 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Baker in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll find Moreau here.
Mahomes pass. Complete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. Results in 6. Touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun is Minshew. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And a Portland first down.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I got my cover rolled out for you.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bisons 7, Snowhawks 0.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Minshew sets to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
Brandon McManus.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
2nd and
from the 29, Mahomes, catch made, it's Moreau. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to use check. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The 44-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
First man through. It's the fullback use check. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Edwards. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's second and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
4-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Bisons 10. Snowhawks 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Brings up second and 3. At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here's Minshew. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Minshew dumps it off for Geis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here's Tyler Newsome now.
They'll boot it away from about his 35. Beasley now to return. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now another timeout call for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking to begin that time for Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
That's the score. Bisons 13. Snowhawks 7.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st down and 10.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
31.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Shrugs off another. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That's good. 4.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
again on second down. Mahomes steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
That is brought down.
Conversion is successful. That makes the score Bisons 21.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's 2nd and inches.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, they go to Geis, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Minshew's pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Logan Wilson.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Snowhawks 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a run with Edwards. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, he gets it in the hands of Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes will find the row here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Edwards. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now here's Mahomes.
We've seen this late in the 4th quarter because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Edwards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Makes the score Bisons 24, Snowhawks 14.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you got to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Minshew sets to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw it. Minshew going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out.
On 4th down, Minshew. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And Stills over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
Snowhawks 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes rolling to his right. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They run with Edwards. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Oklahoma City, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.